sort of an unsung hero, one of the more experienced team players, on this Huskies roster.
41% shooter from outside last year. It's something Gino Auriemma spoke about with us this week. The need to have a shooter to beat defenses like this. Elbow J on the way, and that's a swish.
But there still has been a curve for her in terms of college basketball. A lot of it has come with her being more accustomed to handling the ball as opposed to playing off the ball.
A point guard in her stud high school days in Minnesota, where certainly she was a capable scorer, and there she shows it. There's the stepping back and draining it.
I mean, who shall we call the name out? Looking a little Steph Curry-esque, looking a little Sue Bird-esque. Which one you want?
Well, that was and one tape to me.
Yeah. Okay.
So number 2 on Kelsey Ransom, who has been the most impactful player for the Hoyas, getting a teaching moment now.
Ball game, unless my hard rule is 2 and 6. You got 5 minutes left. Be a number 1. South Carolina's been there twice. Louisville was there once. The only team in that group that has not been there was Baylor, which is sort of unusual for them. Certainly a list of the best teams in the country. But John, I gotta say, that was fantastic. I'm very distracted by the phone booth situation.
Right here in this building.
It is a historic little situation we got here in McDonough. Please, someone let that man use their cell phone. I'm a little frustrated because the teammates don't quite see it yet. But some of that is going to come with time.
Rainbow shot off for Bolden Morris. Kristen Williams, she had got quiet for a bit. She's been a sizzling star on the night. You almost wonder if Nelson Adota can feel that sub coming, the way she's shaped up some on the block. Give me a touch before I'm out.
That's a fair thought. I love that post up there, though, by her.
And Bueckers drop 4 on the timer. Bauer running out of time, coughs it up.
Not sure about Bowers trying to split defenders from that spot on the floor. It's a lot of dribbling for her.
Williams shaping up in the corner. 3-ball.
Young woman and terrific basketball player.
Georgetown had 7 turnovers in the second quarter, only made 4 field goals. And those turnovers fueled a 17-4 run for UConn to end the first half. High-low, Nelson Adota. She was on the bench and pleaded for by head coach James Howard.
I'm glad that she got that basket to go. Otherwise, it seemed like, to your point, John, a lot of idle dribbling at the top of the key.
Well, by contrast, let's see what UConn does. They cut so often and methodically, no real true plays a lot of the time. So much read and react. Bueckers wide open. And that's a weapon they
delving into.
And Bueckers a little worse for that wear. A little hitch in her stride. Now takes the contested J. And that at least is. Yeah, that was almost an ice hockey-esque kind of contact. Well, offensively.
John, it's so crazy. On Monday night, I had the same. I said, where does the legend go from?
What could be waiting in the wings for UConn 4 years down the road, 5 years down the road?
Man, I don't know. She's so good. I don't know. Is she gonna...
In the 80s, the Mark Messier, Wayne Gretzky teams, and he has such a love and an affection and an appreciation of the history of all of sport and all of the world. And he loved that open style. He saw relation. If I wound up on the off day, in between games, in a restaurant that Gino arrived in, I hit a UConn plays. It's almost like taking on your childhood hero, even though it's not the same players, but you see that jersey. And for collegiate career, 1 of 2 after Mule picked up her first. 5 on UConn. We're going to have bonus rest of the way. 4 on the Hoyas as well.
Shania Wright gives up about 4 inches, maybe 3 inches to Aaliyah Edwards, who she was guarding on that block as Edwards is now at the top of the key.
McLean wanted it, goes opposite, extra pass, Bueckers, stride inside with 1 of a timer, bucket.